Hey there, Dr. Sabrina Starling here. I'm the author of the How to Hire the Best series, as well as the 4-week vacation. And at Tap the Potential, we are bringing out all of our best to support you in attracting A players to your team, because I know that's a big deal right now. Business owners are really struggling with hiring challenges. So today I want to bring you a pro tip for how to network effectively to attract A players to your team. So one of the things that you need to know about the psychology of A players and how you attract them is that A players are rarely unemployed. And that's important to know because that changes your entire A player attraction strategy. If you're posting a job ad and people are reading it, most likely the people who are reading it are employed elsewhere, and the A players that you want to attract to your team are employed elsewhere. If you're having someone apply for you and they're not or apply to work with you and they're not employed elsewhere, that doesn't bode well. So you really want to gear your entire system to attracting A players, keeping in mind they're likely employed elsewhere. And this is where this pro tip really comes into play. One of the best ways that you have of attracting A players to your team is to network and talk to all the A players that you know and share with them about the person that you're looking to hire and describe the characteristics of this person. So a really common role that people hire for is someone at the front desk who's a great people type and who's very detail oriented, because you want them to remember the details about the people that they interact with and be able to pass on useful information to the rest of your team. So people oriented, people who enjoy interacting with people, getting to know them, very relationship oriented type people. So when you're networking, you want to describe the person that you're looking to hire. What's this A player going to be like in order to be successful in the role that you're hiring for? And then you want to say to whoever you're talking to, do you know someone like that? Or who comes to mind like that? Would you put me in contact with them? What you don't want to say is who comes to mind who's looking for a job, because immediately the person that you're talking to is only going to think about the people that they know who are looking for work. And oftentimes when people are struggling to find employment, there's a reason. And the person that you're talking to is not going to want to refer them to you because they can't endorse that individual as a good candidate for you. So if you just change the way that you phrase it when you're networking and saying, I'm looking to hire someone or I'm looking to be connected with someone who has these qualities, who comes to mind? You don't even have to say hiring, because really what you're looking to do is build a relationship and go from one connection to another and find people who have these qualities and start building your pipeline for this particular role in your business. That's important because it will prevent you from being in a place of desperation the next time you hire for that role. So you want to start thinking about building those relationships. So try that out in your networking as you think about filling open roles in your business. And I also want to let you know that we have a webinar coming up in just very shortly here on what's working now to attract A players to your team. And I'll be sharing more with you about the psychology of A players and what you need to know to attract them to your team. Be sure you're registered. Go to tapthepotential.com/hire the best. Have a great weekend.